Welcome back to Crew Confidential, the segment where we go behind the curtain on everything airlines don't exactly advertise. And I've got Bobby here, former flight attendant, industry veteran, and my personal decoder savior for all things aviation. Okay, we've got a stack of questions from viewers today, and some of these, Bobby, are really good. Are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
Okay, question number one. A viewer asked, what made you want to become a flight attendant?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was actually by accident. Oh, you're just throwing things. It was actually by accident because I was living in Los Angeles and didn't have a job.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was a flight attendant. Was like, why don't you do this to help pass the time? And I did it, and then loved it because it wasn't a 9-to-5 job. You were in different cities every night. And sometimes it was cities that you didn't necessarily want to go to, especially when you started. But I mean, it just was different. It's a whole different lifestyle. Like you only really work half the month, but when you're working basically 24/7. Even when you're on your overnight, you're technically still working. But I loved it. So
But I love that it also wasn't planned. It was just like
No,
you
it
just
wasn't
said
planned.
yes one day.
No, and it's funny how like that's led to all of this. So
I know. There's a
knew?
lesson here, everybody.
Yeah,
just
really.
say yes. Okay, so you're in and you've got the wings.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through your actual work routine? Like, what does a typical day look like? I'm assuming that no day was ever the same.
No day was ever the
Yeah.
same. I mean, so it really kind of starts before you even get to the airport because you do have what's called like your pairing or your trip. Flight attendants are on their trips. So like you would see like for the day, you're going to go from, DC to New York to DC to Miami and then overnight and somewhere else.
Okay.
So like you would plan, you have to plan for like when you're not on the plane, what you're going to wear to go get something to eat because you have to find your food on your own. And then like when you get to the airport, you're typically there about an hour before departure. You have to check in, you have a briefing with the crew about where you're going, any possible safety or security concerns, what everyone's jobs are on the plane. You review if there's going to be any unaccompanied minors on the plane or passengers that might need assistance. So everyone's on the same page. This is all before you even get to the gate.
Yeah.
Then
And also, you're not even being paid for until you get the doors are closed,
Good point.
right?
Actually, no.
Okay.
So you start getting paid what they call a per diem, which is usually somewhere nowadays between $2 and $3 an hour. But that's all you're making through this whole process. And at most airlines, except for Delta now, most airlines, even through the whole boarding process, that's all you're getting paid.
Really?
Yeah. So all this happens until the door closes. That's when you finally start making your hourly rate.
I always think about the flight attendants who are like checking all the people who are like, okay, this person would be good in for an emergency. I
Yep.
got to keep my eyes on this one.
Yep.
This one's a hot mess. This one's going to ask for snacks are you guys always like kind of like reviewing
Yes, they
everyone
peg
on
you
board?
as the person who's going to be asking for snacks the whole flight. Yeah. So I mean, you get on the plane and you're doing safety checks. You literally have to look at every piece of emergency equipment. You have to check it to make sure it's in working condition in the event you need it and make sure it's there because sometimes it's not there.
Yeah.
So that all needs to be in place. And during boarding, you're looking at the passengers that are boarding to see if in the event you needed help restraining somebody or evacuating the plane, who you're going to call on to do that.
That's what I always say, hello and look in the eyes.
Well, exactly. Like most flight attendants are saying like, hello, good morning. Some people just don't even pay attention. They just walk right past them.
Oh, well, I know.
And that's someone who clearly you wouldn't be calling on because they can't even say hello to you.
Nope.
So,
I always chat with them. I was like, good morning. How are you? Yes, I like a Bloody Mary, and I'll see you soon. Okay, let's talk about the hard parts. And I want to keep this away from difficult passengers for a second. What are some struggles you deal with on the job that have nothing to do with the customers?
as much as I said, like I stayed in the job because of the different lifestyle and the schedule, the schedule is also difficult, especially when you're new. So when you're new, you're basically on call at most airlines. You never know where you're going. You never know when they're going to call you. When they call you, you have between 2 and 3 hours to get to the airport.
Really?
Yeah, so you kind of have to be ready to go. You can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting there waiting. Now, like you can check the computer system and see like what's available. So maybe they'll call you for this. And sometimes you can see where you are on the list. But a lot of flight attendants also don't live where they work.
This is so, I find
So
this
like
fascinating.
I was living in Phoenix and working out of Los Angeles. So even though when I was on call, like you'd have to be in LA in the event they called you because you can't fly from Phoenix to LA and get to work all within 2 hours. That's definitely hard. And what's really hard too is the time zone changes.
I was going to say, like, are you just always kind of like, I don't
No.
know what day it is, I don't know where I am?
I will say it was easier for me then.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I stopped flying 10 years ago. Now I feel the time zone changes more because I am 10 years older than I was when I stopped flying. But like, then too, there was a time, only once in my whole career did I wake up in a hotel room and be like, where am I? And I remember opening the curtains to the hotel and looking, and I saw mountains and thinking to myself, where did I go with mountains? And I was in Los Angeles.
All right, I want to get into the physical environment because I think people forget you're actually working in this tube for hours. Talk to us about your workspace and what is it actually like to work on an airplane, a tiny airplane.
I think you get used to it, but like the galley is kind of your kitchen, your office, your home base, your dining room table, and everything. So you kind of, everything works out of there. And since I've stopped flying, they've changed the way the galleys look.
Really?
On like the new Airbus planes, the galley is odd. Like it's half the back, the other half is a bathroom, and the flight attendant jump seat's actually on the bathroom door.
Yes, I have noticed that. Yeah.
That's uncomfortable. I mean, can you imagine like sitting down to eat something while you're working and you have to sit on the bathroom door and get up every time someone has to get in and out?
No.
So I mean, that makes things really difficult. And also like you're on your feet most of the time, checking on people, picking up trash. But later on in life, a lot of crew members develop like hearing issues because you're constantly hearing like the hum and the air of the engines.
It is really loud.
It is.
Yeah.
And in fact, when I just flew back from San Diego and I was sitting on the aisle seat and the flight attendant was asking the person at the window what they wanted to drink and they kept saying, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. Because also it's a different noise level from where you're sitting to up there. So I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
There's a lot that happens. Bobby, as always, you have completely ruined and improved air travel for me simultaneously. I always learn something new when I talk to you.
Well, hopefully you'll be a better passenger for it.